So outcome number 2, I can explain the parts of an atom. So you need to understand what an electron is, a neutron, proton, isotopes, atomic numbers, and atomic mass. On this table, you'll find a bunch of practice questions. If we look at the example here, let me just kind of grab one of the arrows. If we look at the example, we have a calcium ion. So in a calcium ion, the ion always has a charge. So calcium, if we find calcium on the periodic table, you'll find it right here. I guess I can't draw on that one. If you look at the calcium right here, you'll notice that the ionic charge is +2. So the calcium ion is +2. If we just asked what the calcium atom was, it would just be Ca with no charge beside it. Now to find out the number of protons, what you need to do is you need to look at the atomic number. So here the number of protons is 20. If you look at calcium, the atomic number equals the amount of protons. For the electrons, it's pretty simple. The same amount in a calcium atom, just the atom, if it had 20 protons, it would have the same amount of electrons. It's balanced out, it's equaled out. But because this is a calcium ion and the charge is 2 plus, what you actually do is you take a number of protons and you actually subtract 2. So 20 minus 2. If it was 2 negative, you would actually add it, 20 plus 2. But because it's a positive, you do 20 minus 2. And that's the amount of electrons that are actually around the ion itself. And easy, the net charge is 2 plus. So if your symbol is 2 plus, well, your net charge is 2 plus, meaning that you are missing 2 electrons to have a stable atom. And that's why it's an ion. Ions are reactive, whereas atoms are usually balanced out and they're non-reactive. So let's take an oxygen atom and do that example together. So I'm just going to pick a different color. Ooh, those are too fancy. Okay, let's grab black. So an oxygen atom, if we look on our periodic table, and first of all, what we need to do is need to find oxygen. So I know where oxygen is myself. Let's just scroll. Oxygen is right here. It's O. So it wants the oxygen atom. What's the symbol? The symbol is going to be quite easy. It's just going to be O. So let's just put an O right there. Good. Now the number of protons. The number of protons is equal to the number of the atomic mass. So 8. So it would have 8 protons. So I write 8. This is an atom. The number of protons equals the number of electrons. So if I have 8 protons, I will have 8 electrons because it's an atom and not an ion. And lastly, net charge is this is equal. It's balanced out. So my net charge would be 0. It's equal. It has no, it's not positive or it's not negative. It's a balanced out equation. Now I'll ask you to complete the table and practice that. And you should be able to understand electrons, neutrons, protons, atomic number, and atomic mass with this.